Okay, hello student. In this lecture, we are going to learn how to check whether the elements for the structure or the members of the structure are sequentially arranged or not. So let's proceed with the blanks code. Let me just write down here the comment. Verify the memory for the members. This is what simply the idea, or we can say the documentation. So let's start the main function. Here we started the main function, and let's say I have written here the gate ch, close it. Before the main function, I will just introduce one more task, that is the structure. Let's say this time we are writing the structure for the student. So this is what the structure for the student, the attributes which we are going to consider, that is the name of the student. So let's say it is with the 20 characters, so I will declare it. Secondly, that is the important parameter, which is nothing but, let's say, the roll number of the student. So declare it. So this is how simply the structure declaration is completed. Now the variable that must be defined over here, that is of structure type. Let's say we are going for two variables of structure type, that is x and y. We are going for, in short, for two students. Let me just initialize these two members, two variables rather. So struct student, this is what, let's say, the first. So for this first one, let's say the name is nothing but Amit, and his roll number is, let's say, 33. For the second, let's say, again it is of struct type, so it is with the variable y. Its name is, let's say, Akshay, and the roll number is 44. This is how we just provided here the two students with the name Amit and Akshay with the roll number 33 and 44. This is for just our understanding. Now I want to display these members, whatever I just initialized as it is. So I will just write down here printf the task which is to be mentioned on the next line. So I will write down here /n %s. Let's add /t, so tab wise display will be done, and roll number, it is the integer value. So this is how we introduced it. Now since it is for the first student, so x dot name comma x dot roll number, so x dot roll underscore no. Now this is the task we have done for the first student. Same has to be repeated for the second. So let me just copy and paste it. So we have done the task, just change the variable name y, this will be y. Now once it is done, just compile the code and run it. Okay, before executing, let me just add here one more statement, that is clr so that the earlier outputs will be simply gone. So compile it. What is it? Declaration is not allowed here. Okay, it is because clr should have been defined after declaring the variables. So I will just paste it here. Now it's fine. Okay, so this is how the two students, that is Amit and Akshay with the roll number 33 and 44, will be provided. Now the task over here, I want to just check whether these two members of the structure are located sequentially or not. So I will just go for that one to take the help of, let's say, the unsigned integer. So I will write down here %u. Let me just specify the additional thing over here, address of first member. Okay, and here I will just write down and address of, let's say, the second member. So I'm just writing it short, in a short way. So percentage u comma. Now this first member is what? That is a name. So let's proceed with x dot name. Second member is again the roll number, that is the integer type of value. So it will be roll underscore number. So this is how we have taken the third statement to be displayed, that is to check whether these members are allocated sequentially in the memory or not. So let's start it. Let's compile the code and go for it. Now check here, along with the earlier output we got the output, that is address of first member, that is 65,504, and second is differed by 20. Okay, and second is at the location 24, 65,524. Now how this is happening? So for this is to be understood in a better way, let me just show you what is happening here. If you just concentrate, this were the lines for displaying the contents related to the x, this is related to the y, and the next thing which is nothing but related to the addresses. So this is what related to the address. Now we will go for, now here we can just check out, these are the two members of the structure and these two must be sequentially arranged. So we can just verify it, these two are sequentially arranged. So first member is the character type of member, it is storing obviously 20 bytes. That's why the address for this first member, if it is starting from let's say 65,504, so obviously the second member will differ by 20 bytes, and that is why the reason the second member is at the address 65,524. Now let's clear all these things and we will concentrate for the second member, that is nothing but the, or rather the second variable, that is nothing but the y. So for this one, let me just proceed to the code again. I will just copy this line and I will just check what is happening to the y, whether it is giving the same result or not. So for the same, just copy this line and paste it, just change the variable, this will be y, this is again y. Let's compile it and run it. So that is how it will be looking like. Let's rearrange it in a proper way so that you will be able to identify. So I will introduce here /n so that it will be well identified. Compile it and run it. Okay, now just check. For Amit the roll number is 33, for Akshay the roll number is 44, address of the first member is 504, so that's why the second is obviously 524. If it is the case for y, for the same members, since it is the different variables, so obviously different memory locations will be used. So 482 and the second member will be at the location 502. So that is all about the structure and how the memory will be allocated sequentially for its member. Thank you everyone. Thank you.